Hey, my name is Ben Selstrom. I am an HVAC technician, and I just want to talk briefly about the height you should place your thermostat. There's options for how you want to do this. I've seen them mounted in all sorts of different heights, but when it comes down to it, there's a couple of basic things you can kind of keep in mind when you are setting the height. The first one you want to keep in mind is just that you're probably going to want it to be higher than a standard switch height. Over here I've got a standard light switch, and that's at 48 inches, and you definitely wouldn't want it that low. You don't want it to be reachable by kids or someone who's just going to kind of mess with it. So the best thing to do is kind of keep it around your eye height, really. Maybe a titch lower, but not a lot lower, because you're going to want to walk up to your thermostat and see what's going on with it, and you kind of base it on that. For us, that was right at 5 feet. 5 feet on center seemed to be a good compromise between my wife, who is 5'2"3/4", and me, who is 5'9" or so. So that works really well for us. There's really no set thing that it has to be a certain height, but just put it at a point where it seems really comfortable for you and whoever else might be using that thermostat for the height that you don't have to bend down to look at it. The other thing to just keep in mind from a practical standpoint is to make sure that you're not going to end up in the middle of a sheet of sheetrock. So if you had a slightly higher ceiling or something to where this was going to end up being dead center of 4 feet, which would be a sheet of sheetrock, then you wouldn't want to do that. It's best practice to figure out a way to keep your boxes either in the top half or the top sheet or the bottom sheet. And in this case, it'll be in the top sheet of sheetrock and not between the two. Otherwise, you have to cut 2 times. Thanks for watching. One other thing, I guess, is if you should put it in a box or not. In my case, I am putting it in a box because I really like just having the ability to have a little bit of extra wire inside of the box. And you wouldn't have to, though. Most of the time you just see them sticking out of the wall with no box behind it. But most of the thermostats are designed where they have a plate that can fit over a standard single gang box. So if I'm doing it new, I'm going to go ahead and put it inside of a single gang box, and then you have no chance of the wire falling into the wall or something silly like that. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.